respect to all dharmas, good or bad, impure or pure, conditioned or unconditioned, etc. Then when he has penetrated deeply into the true nature of dharmas, his patience of mind enters directly into the elimination of controversy and the absence of obstacles. This is what is called dharma samataksanti. A stanza says, Dharmas are non-arisen and non-destroyed, neither unborn nor non-destroyed. Both non-arisen and non-destroyed, neither non-arisen nor non-destroyed, both neither non-arisen nor non-destroyed, nor arisen nor destroyed. Those who have acquired deliverance note. Deliverance is the suppression of wrong views, reject all vain prolixity. When the path of discourse is suppressed, one penetrates deeply into the Buddha's dharma. The mind is penetrating, free of obstacles, immovable, and non-regressing. This is what is called anutpattika dharma ksanti. This is why it is said that the bodhisattvas are samataksantipratilabdha. 4. Asaṅgadharaṇipratilabdha. Sutra. These bodhisattvas have obtained the dharani without obstacles. Sastra. Question: the Sutra has already said that the bodhisattvas have obtained the dharanis. Why does it repeat here that they have obtained the dharani without obstacles? Answer. 1. Because the Asaṅgadharaṇi is very important. Just as the samadhi called king of samadhi is the most important of all the samadhis in the way that a king is relative to his subjects. Just as the deliverance without obstacles note. This is the deliverance acquired when one reaches Buddhahood is the most important of all the vimoksas, so the Asaṅgadharaṇi is superior to all the dharanis. 2. Furthermore, the Sutra says first that the bodhisattvas have acquired the dharanis, but we do not know what kind of dharani. There are small dharanis such as those obtained by the Cakravartin kings, the Arsis, etc. For example, the Srudadharadharani, the Sattvaprabhidadharani, the Namaksaranaparatyagadharani. Other people can likewise possess the lesser dharanis of this kind. But this Asaṅgadharaṇi cannot be obtained by heretics, Sravakas, Pratyekabuddhas, and even the beginning bodhisattvas. Only the bodhisattvas full of immense merit, wisdom, and great power are able to possess it. That is why it is spoken of separately here. 3. Finally, these bodhisattvas who have assured their own interest desire only to benefit beings, preach the dharma to them and convert them ceaselessly. They use this Asaṅgadharaṇi as basis. This is why the bodhisattvas always practice the Asaṅgadharaṇi. 5. Pankabhijana. Sutra. These bodhisattvas possessed all the 5 super knowledges. Sastra. The 5 abhijnas are I. Magical power, 2. The divine eye, 3. The divine ear, 4. Knowledge of others' minds. V. Memory of former lifetimes. A. What is Riddhi or magical power? 1. There are 4 kinds of gamana or movement. I. To go by flying like a bird, without encountering any obstacles. 2. To change distance into proximity, and thus to arrive without going. 3. Diving and emerging. 4. Moving in one moment. 2. Nirmana or creation consists of making small what is large, making large what is small, multiplying what is singular and creating all kinds of objects. The creations of heretics do not last longer than 7 days, whereas the mastery of creation of the Buddha and his disciples has unlimited duration. 3. The Ariarthi or noble magical power consists of purifying unpleasant and impure substances constituting the 6 classes of outer objects by means of a glance, color, sound, etc. Or also making pleasant and pure substances impure. Only the Buddha has this Ariarthi. Dhyabhijana is the result of the development of the 4 bases of miraculous power. Having a material object, Riddhipada and Abhijna are produced successively and cannot be acquired simultaneously. b. Abhijna of the Divyakaksis or divine eye. A pure form derived from the four great elements that occurs in the eye is called Divyakaksis. It is able to see beings and substances that occur in the six destinies of its own level and of lower levels. The divine eye is never incapable of distinguishing between a nearby and a distant form, between a coarse and a subtle form. There are two kinds of Divyakaksis, the one that comes from retribution and the one that comes from practice. Insofar as it makes up part of the five abhijnas, the Divyakaksis comes from practice and not from retribution. Why? Because it is acquired by continual attentiveness to all types of lights. Furthermore, some say that the bodhisattvas who have acquired acquiescence in the doctrine of non-arising are not limited to the six destinies. It is solely in order to convert beings by virtue of their dharmakaya that they appear in the 10 directions. In the bodhisattvas of the threefold world who have not yet attained the dharmakaya, the Divyakaksis results sometimes from practice and sometimes from retribution. Question. The qualities of the bodhisattvas surpass those of the arhats and the pratyeka Buddhas. Why praise their divine eye of lesser quality which is shared with ordinary people and not praise their eye of wisdom, their dharma eye or their Buddha eye? Answer. There are three kinds of gods. I. The metaphorical gods, 2. The gods by birth, 3. The pure gods. The Chakravartin kings and other Maharajas are called Samataksantipratilabdha. The gods of the Keter Maharajakayaka heaven up to those of the Bhavigra are called Upapatittava. The Buddhas, the Dharmakaya Bodhisattvas, the Pratyeka Buddhas, and the Arhats are called Visuddhitava. These obtain the divine eye by practice and this is called the Divyakaksurabhijana. This eye of the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya Bodhisattvas and the Visuddhitavas, cannot be acquired by ordinary people who lack the five abhijnas, nor can it be acquired by the Sravakas and the Pratyeka Buddhas. Why? The lesser arhats see a sahasralokadhatu if their intellect is small, a dvisahasralokadhatu if their intellect is great. The higher arhats see a dvisahasralokadhatu if their intellect is small, a trisahasralokadhatu of their intellect is great. It is the same for the Pratyeka Buddhas. Such is the Divyakaksurabhijana. C. What is the abhijna of the Divyasritra, or the divine ear? It is a subtle form derived from the four great material elements which occurs in the ear and which allows all the sounds and words of the gods, men and beings in the three unfortunate destinies, the hells, the pretas, and animals to be heard. How is the Divyasritrabhijana obtained? It is obtained by practice, by continually reflecting on all kinds of sounds. Such is the Divyasritrabhijana. D. What is the abhijna of the Purvanivassanusmriti, or memory of previous lifetimes? It is the faculty of going back in memory.